Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. This is a question on transformations. The keywords in the question are that we have got a triangle and then we have got to first translate. So what that means is we're going to translate the shape that has been given here. And it tells us we're translating it by 7 units down. Then we've got to reflect the resulting triangle. So that means the answer you have got to this one up here. So once you have translated it 7 units down, you must reflect that answer in the y-axis. You've got to draw this on a new triangle on the grid after each transformation. So you should be drawing 2 more triangles onto this grid, and that will be worth 2 marks in the exam. You must use a ruler to make sure your lines are nice and straight. The key facts in this question are to know what the words mean. So translate. Basically it means move the shape in the direction given. So in this case it means 7 units down. So this shape here has got to move down by 7 units. You've got to keep the shape exactly the same size and the same way round. So the pointy bit on the right will still be on the pointy bit on the right here when you move it down. Next, it tells us we've got to reflect the answer you've just worked out in the y-axis. So reflect means flip the shape in the mirror line. Now the mirror line that has been given is the y-axis. And the y-axis is the vertical line down in the middle of your diagram. So you can see up here you've got the y. So this is the y-axis, this whole line down here. So the answer you get once you've got this shape here and you've moved it down by 7, you've got to flip it in this y-axis and draw your triangle over here. Press pause, have a go at drawing out the diagram, preferably on square paper. Then press play when you've got an answer. Fantastic work. Hopefully you've managed to translate this shape down and then reflect it over here. I'm going to show you how to do it. If you struggle to do it because you didn't have any square paper, you can take a picture of the question and then on your phone you can just write on your phone and then use the grid here or tablet or whatever you've got, so you can write over the picture if you'd rather do it by taking a picture if you don't have square paper. So you can still do it. So we're going to start off by translating. So 7 units down, we're going to look at the top left hand corner. So this shape here, the top corner of the triangle, I'm going to move down 7 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to put a cross in the place. So put a cross here. Next we're going to take the bottom corner here and move it down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again we're going to put a cross in this place here. Notice these 2 points are directly underneath each other and directly under the points that were initially given. We're now going to take the point on the right hand side and move it down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we put a cross where this point is. Once we've put the crosses where each of these points are, we just need to join the points up for your first mark, and this is drawing the first triangle where we have translated the shape by 7 units down. Next, we've got to reflect the resulting triangle. Now, this is the resulting triangle, the new answer we've got here. We're going to reflect it in the y-axis. So draw on your y-axis so you can clearly see where you are reflecting the shape in. So basically, we've got to pretend this is a mirror, and if you looked in the mirror, what would you see? What happens to this shape? Where is it going to go to? So you should be able to see that it's going to flip over onto the right-hand side. Now, to help us do that, in the exam you're allowed to ask for tracing paper if you need tracing paper to help you, or you can just count some squares. So this point here, the top, is 1 square away from the y-axis. So when we flip it over, it goes 1 square the other side. Same here, this square, this point at the bottom is 1 square away from the y-axis, and we can just flip it over. The point over here on the right hand side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares away from the y-axis. So we need to go 5 squares to the other direction, so to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we put a cross here. Once you've got the 3 corners, you can just draw the points together to form the last triangle, and this will give you the second mark in the exam. Please have a big tick if you got that correct. Great work. It is tricky because you've got 2 steps to do here. First translate and then rotate. As I said in the exam, you are allowed to ask for tracing paper if it helps you to flip the shape over. So you can draw around the shape on the tracing paper, draw in your y-axis, flip the tracing paper over and then work out where the new shape goes. As I say, personally, it's easier just to count the squares because then you know exactly where the corners go, because this one over here may get a bit out of place, and if you're not accurate where you're plotting, you may lose the mark. The mark scheme on this question shows there are up to 2m, which means up to 2 marks. The diagram is shown out, so this is what happened after the first transformation. We went to A and then going to triangle B. You get 1 mark if you got either triangle A or triangle B correct, but you need a mark, a correct reflection or an incorrect translation triangle. You will get a mark. So if you make a mistake on any part of these, you will get a mark. But to get the full marks, you need to make sure that you draw it out accurately and get A and then B on your diagram. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.